A very warm good evening to all the ladies, gentlemen, and all my dear Virtos who are joining us in this live. This is your host Avantika Rai, and I welcome you all in the another episode of Unwind with UNYC. Unwind with UNYC is an initiative by student organization United Nations Youth Community where we invite the amazing people around us and provide them a platform to share the unshared. It is a platform where basically our students and our teachers speaks about their life which we don't know, and I can see many people joining. There's Shudriti. Good evening, Shudriti. Good evening, Avneet. Good evening, Sanket. Good evening, Bhagav. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And yes, so guys, today's session will blow your mind off, and you know why? Because we are going to have a person whose working skills and efficiency are beyond the limits. Thousands of students admire his dedication, passion, and calm nature. I will tell you more about him, but now let me ask you how you guys are doing, how you people are doing, and how many of you are in the university, how many of you are at your home for winter vacation. Good evening, GST 7706. Good evening, Jesslyn. How many of you are in the university right now? How many of you are enjoying the chilled weather here in Punjab? And how many of you are sleeping in their blankets comfortably? Okay, Sanket is in the university. Deepti is in the university. Yes, Ashutosh, I'm great. Shudriti is shivering with cold. Yeah, is the temperature drops so much suddenly. Like it's best in the morning. Sleeping. Any cynics? Okay, you guys are sleeping. And okay. Sunshine Gypsy is in the blanket. Yeah, the weather is just amazing. Sleeping too. Okay, Sanket is sleeping too. So, guys, today we are having a very special person. So, related to him, which organization do you guys belong to? I am from UNYC, and you guys are from. Aritrabha has joined recently. Hi, Aritrabha. Guys, let me know which organizations are you from. Only UNYC peoples, because I can see only UNYC guys. They are so supportive. Sanket is from UNYC, yes. Okay, and UNYC, Shudriti is from UNYC. Only the UNYCs guys. Okay. Rakesh is from LPU. Yes, we all are from UNYC LPU. Avneet is from LPU. Okay, so I'm adding sir in this live. Let's see. Hi Kriti, how are you? Okay. So
Guys, okay, sir is here. So, good evening, sir. Am I audible and visible to you?
Very good evening. Yes, you're completely audible to me.
Okay, okay, sir.
Is my voice is okay? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are perfectly audible and perfectly visible.
So thank you so much. First of
Okay.
all, to the UNYC, United Nations for Youth Community LPU chapter, and for starting this initiative where they are calling the faculty or the different members from their own society or from the faculty member of the university. So thank you so much for arranging such a wonderful platform so that we all can interact with each other.
Yes. So, guys, as I was telling you that the man behind every best event of the LPU, the person whose efforts are beyond your expectations, he is none other than Dr. Nitin Bharadwaj, Associate Professor and Deputy Dean, Head Division of Youth Affairs, Lovely Professional University. This is your host Avantika, and I welcome you in the Instagram live of Unwind with UNYC. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out such this a little time for joining us in this Instagram live. So, sir, first of all, how are you and how your day was?
I'm quite fine, and I think for us, yes, even though in the university now, uh, not all the students are present, but still the days are going quite well. We are keeping ourselves quite engaging in interaction during interaction with the students, and lot many other activities are going on the regular basis. So I think for us, yes, again the university campus, it's live, and we are enjoying that life. Yeah, even yes, we need to do both the things. We are doing or organizing the things or the events, even online as well as the offline mode too. But yes, if you talk about my day, it went quite well, and it's still going on. And I hope it will go almost more than 2 hours more.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I'm in the university and I'm really enjoying it a lot because many of our friends are online, they are at home, and they said that you won't be enjoying because there are not many students. But to all of them, we are enjoying a lot in the university right now. So, sir, my first question is that every person has a great impact on of their background on them. Okay, so tell us something about your background, your childhood, and what kind of student you were, and what were your interests?
If you talk about my own childhood, I think since my childhood, I always dreamed to be a teacher, and I always have a great interest in mathematics. So uh, even since those days or my school days, I always want to be the teacher in the mathematics, and I think lived my dream, and I fulfilled it, and still living with the same passion. And apart from it, yes, being the son of a teacher, so always that always pushed me to have a great interaction, to have always great touch with the student community. And I always feel young when I interacted with the student community, and I always feel there is no gap or there is no word like which we generally listen from since childhood, like the generation gap or anything. So these kinds of activity always pushed me since my childhood, and I always keep me busy in my day.
Okay. Yes, sir, it's quite interesting to know that you have always wanted to become a teacher because we are always like afraid of our teachers and we think why they have become teachers, why not something else. But it's quite interesting to know that you have achieved your dreams and you are really living it. So, sir, talking about teachers, who tell us about your favorite teacher and who was it and who made a great impact on your personality?
I think lot many people were there uh, who have great impression on myself, and who I generally follow, or whom I generally like their my ideal too. And even in that case, I'm not considering only my teacher who taught me, and apart from it, a lot my good friends, my seniors, they all have a great impact on me. But if you just ask me the questions, then from all of these, I would love to give the name of my father, because since my childhood, he taught me during my childhood days, during my school days, and I think that's the reason I pushed myself more in towards the studies and to pursue my dreams to go for my higher educations too.
Okay, okay. So, sir, that's great because your father was actually your teacher,
Yeah.
and we really find a teacher in our parents only. So, sir, you are always busy working in the SW. You are a head officer and you are at senior position. So, when you are at leaves, when you are finding some time for yourself, and when someone calls you suddenly, like, sir, this is the problem. Because if there's any problem, everyone says that call Nitin, sir. He'll be handling this and that. So when someone calls you, do you feel annoying, and how do you manage that?
As I earlier said, yes, I never feel annoyed. I always want to have interaction with the student community, because the very first thing when students, I always feel myself quite young. I always feel myself in a part of that student community because I think it's one of the best life which most of the students they are living nowadays. Because after this life, when we are moving to the corporates, you people will go in your own business. So that life it might seems interesting, but yes, apart from that, there are a lot many challenges too. So I think the best phase of our life, it's a student life, and being the teacher when we are interacting with a student, we are working with a student, we are working for the student community. So I always believe, I always feel a student inside me who have the hunger to learn more and more, who always have the hunger to have the interaction, who always want to know more the needs of the student community. So I think that kind of hunger always push me to have more interaction, to always have the discussions, more and more discussions with the student community too.
Yes. So I want to tell all the students that whether sir is on leave or not, you can call him anytime because sir only said that he never feel annoyed. He's so happy that people are hungry for becoming successful or becoming creative. So sir, is this profession what you are pursuing now is different from what you thought to be as a teacher, and how did your personality change after joining NPU?
I think very first question which you asked me that about my profession. Yes, it's little different. What I thought since my childhood, when I said earlier too, yes, during my childhood or my school days, I always want to be a teacher. Yes, nowadays teaching is quite difficult or quite challenging too because uh, when I was in the school, people or the most of the student they were not familiar with online system, with the Google or lot many other applications available nowadays. But nowadays students are more challenging. They always want to go inside of each and every concept done. So yes, but with the as the time changes, it's we being the teacher, we also need to update ourselves. We always need to push ourselves, and that's one of the best is that we learn during our student life will to keep a student alive inside us when we are the teacher or we might be the elderlies. We always need to learn, or we always need to keep that hunger alive in us. And the about the second one which you taught, yes, uh, about my days and how's life in these days or my responsibilities. Yes, I'm still enjoying it, and either it's a teaching part or handling the administrative responsibilities in the university. So from since day one, yes, when in the year of 2011. So it's now more than 10 years. I'm the part of this university, and I'm quite privileged and quite happy, satisfied with the work profile, with the responsibilities or the things, whatever I'm doing here. I'm enjoying it a lot, and that's the reason I think I'm still working here, and I want to go long and long with this university too.
Okay, that's great to hear that a teacher understands so much about students. So that, like everything teaches us something, and as a student, we learn so much from teachers. So, as a teacher, what do you learn from students?
A lot many things, lot many things, and even uh, might be now online on this online platform. We all are not meeting each other physically, but there are a lot many senior students who are passed out from this university, and even nowadays too. I always have conversation with my student community. I always share the things with them, how to improve the system, these kind of things I'm doing, or I want to make some changes in the system. Like, So I always have the interaction. I always discuss with them because I think whatever we are doing it for making the student community more and more better, and we always want to provide best facilities to the student community. So obviously, if we want to do something for the student, we always need to know the needs of the students too. So without knowing their needs, we can't implement the changes. We can't push ourselves into the field. So there are a lot many, and if you want, yes, I can name few of the students who are pass out, like from your own organization, like Vishnu, and even from other organizations like Spade, Abhishek is there, and from SML, Suman, and from Dracon, Rishabh. So there are a lot many students who are still in touch with me, and even before joining this university, some students who I taught in other colleges or during my initial days of this university, they are still in touch with me, and I think uh, I generally had a talk once in a month with almost all of them, and I share the things with them, how's my days are going on, what kind of things we are doing in the university, and how they feel, how they get the feedbacks. So these all kind of things are generally going on in my day to day life practice, you can say, na?
Yes, sir. So it's great to know that students are still in touch with teachers after they leave the university. So, sir, talking about students, what are what are this generation lacking?
I think uh, I'm not saying they're lacking, but one thing which I generally believe in today's generation, which I missed in the previous ones, or I think might be more in today's generation. It's nowadays students they are they're like mostly they want to do the things without spending time, or they always want the things to be finished in few seconds or few minutes. They don't want to give the more time. They don't want to think more about it. Only for them, yes, they something comes in their mind and they always want to replicate it, and they always want to complete it with no times. So I think that's not feasible in each and every cases. Whenever they are planning something, they should give time, because whenever we human beings are doing, we are planning some things for the betterment of the student community. You people are thinking for your own or for the student community. We are doing things for the human beings, not for the machineries. Then, so yes, when some software, when the things will be planned, or the system is there, then obviously we can. But yes, even if today's generation they want things in no time, definitely uh, we as the mentors, we also have the responsibility. We are also doing the things with the same kind of the pace, but still I think they need to be more they keep their passion high, but thinking about the feasibility, thinking about the more objectified, because that's one of the major reason which I feel the student they are lacking. Like one, they are not more focused, or sometime, or many of the time I can say, they miss their objective. So yes, whatever their final goal, whatever their objective, either for achieving that objective, they need to spend one day, or they need to spend 5 days, or they need to spend years after the years. But yes, one thing that should be clear, their objective should be achieved in their life. And that objective, to identify that objective, it's one of the biggest tasks, and which I think each and every student must have to think for themselves.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, because you said the right thing that we are being less focused and we have to achieve what we are dreaming of. So, sir, talking about DSW, tell us about any funny moment which has happened with you in the past while you were in the DSW.
Uh, Funny moment. There are a lot many, I think, because I think when some events or some activities are going on, we being the organizer along with the student community, I think we all enjoyed it a lot. We always have great memories, even though that memories come with some nervousness, that comes with some stress of the work, or but I think we all enjoyed it a lot, and still, if one memory which comes into my mind. Uh, I think when I was the culture coordinator in the year 2011 or 12, so I was deputed in Department of Mathematics at the time, and few of my students from the Department of Mathematics, they asked me, sir, we want to push ourselves in cultural activities. We want to go there, and we want to give our best in such kind of activities. And I, being the mentor and being the, I think the young ones at that time, I can say, and I tried my level best, and I put whatever the resources I have, I provided to them. Even though we worked quite hard throughout the day, and we put up a lot many stalls there, and at the end, yes, we lost a lot many things, but I think we all enjoyed it a lot. So there are a lot many memories still in my mind, and I think lot many will comes to whenever you people will join us in offline mode too.
Yes, sir. And someone is asking, sir, हम याद हैं. Guys, you can drop your questions, whatever you want to ask, sir. Pushpendra is asking, sir, हम याद हैं. Something. You
Pushpinder
can drop
Dubey,
the questions. Yes, sir.
I'm not able to see the questions right now. Pushpinder Dubey is there. Yes, I remember him. He's one of the closest to me, and uh, he organized lot many fashion events with the Altura organization, and I mean lot many memories with him too. So even once I still remember when they organized the Ignis EDM night. So how they manage the things within a day. Just I think it's not about a day. On the just I think before one night we all have the meeting in a university, and they called me at 9 p.m. sir. Uh, they called me to the university campus from my home, and I came back at 9 p.m. on that day, and we all had a meeting with the officials from the Ignis. So we finalized the things on that night, and on the next day that event happened, and that was one of the best event I can say, which our university student they all have seen. Apart from it, lot many fashion events and lot many good activities. Pushpinder and his team they conducted, and I hope now they are the passed, but someone from their junior batch they will keep that passion live, whatever the Pushpinder Dubey they all have.
Okay, so पुष्पेंद्र सर आप सर को याद है. So so the next question is, there are lots of activities in DSW. Like we want to do everything as a youth. So how should we stay focused, and how would we get to know that yes, we have to do this only, and we have to stay away from distractions? Sir, you are not audible.
Now can you just repeat it?
Yes. Yes, sir. Sir, so my question is, how to stay away from distractions, because there are so many activities in which we want to take part, but we cannot be everywhere. So how to be focused on one thing?
I think, as I earlier said, that your life must have the objective, and what are the objective you people have? For example, if someone want to pursue his or her career in cultural activities, someone wants to learn more and more toward the academic activities, someone want to push more and more himself in sports or in other activities. So whatever your objective, whatever you want to do in your future, you must try. Whenever you are staying in touch with the DSW, and that's one of the biggest objective of our division, because we generally want the holistic development of the student. We want to provide each and every platform to the student, whatever they are not able to achieve or get during their academic life. So that's one of the best thing. And yes, objectified life is one of the most important need of for today's youngsters, today's generation. And yes, if you have the objective, whatever you want to, and for that objective, very first, uh, give more and more time to identify, to know your objective. Secondly, give proper time. It doesn't mean you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you want to be successful in cultural, some activity, you want to be a celebrity. But yes, it will come with the time. It will come with the time. You always need to work hard. You always need to give your time. You always want to more and more dedicated to yourself. For example, I want to share one example with you. Very recently, uh, Miss Universe Arnaz, she got the title, and I have seen her journey from she is in touch with me from last more than 3 or 4 years, and how she groomed herself, how she worked hard, even though many of the people they don't have the trust that she won the title, she will be uh, whatever she is today. So even if you people have noticed her Instagram account before the result announcement, he hardly had the 100K followers on Instagram. And just overnight, within the, I think hardly after 10 or 12 hours, everyone in the world knows that girl, who she is. And I think, yes, sometime that good time will come and your objective will be fulfilled. That might be after 1 year, might be after 2 years, but one thing is sure, you all have to work hard. You all have to work for achieving your goals, for achieving your objective. Go for it, work hard. Might be someone they might achieve at 25, 26, someone will come at 30, 35. But yes, one thing is for sure, if you people are giving your 100%, you're working hard for your objective, your goals, your directions are correct, once in the life you will achieve it, and you will be equally successful as your colleagues or other persons whom always give bad feelings to you people. So yes, objectified life and working hard habit should be there in each and every person's life.
Yes, sir. Totally agree with you, sir. So, sir, my last question to you is, tell us about your first event which you conducted in LPU.
First event in LPU. Uh, I think in LPU, when I joined, I was given the responsibility of culture coordinator, and the first event which was given to me, that's a Spectra. That's an inter-school competition before joining DSW, and there we need to put a stall for selling the items. So me and my student, we all put this stall of golgappa, bel puri. So these all kind of the items were there, and I still remember how I arranged the golgappas or the pani and everything like that. So that's quite amazing, and even that memories are still live in my mind. And when I say about the university in DSW, when I joined my first event, that was with the officials from Maruti Suzuki. So the Kalsi sir, that one of the senior most person of Maruti, he came to university campus, and that was around I think 13th of the January, around near to the Lodi. So they came here, and we organized the Lodi functions for themselves. So that's some of the memories in my mind. And after that, I think lot many events every day. I think on an average 4 to 5 events are going on. Some related to some cultural, some related to some academic, technical activities. So lot many are going on nowadays.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, at last we have a short question round.
Ji.
Uh, Before that, we have questions from audience. Avni asked that how was the experience of the event, which you described here, that you arranged pani puri, golgappe stalls, and all.
That was quite great, and I already shared one experience. Uh, just a day before that event, me and my students, we all had discussions that what kind of thing they can make, because during that festival, we can't we were not allowed to call professional cooks or professional makers in the campus. Everything need to be managed by the students. So yes, students, they were not perfect, and don't know how, but with what quantity they need to put it. And so one of the if I share one of the things for the bel puri, and they put lot many peanuts in single bel puri, and at the end of the day, we were in a big loss. I think almost 10 to 15,000 we lost. I mean, even we all were very happy. Yes, we sold out all the things. We earned lot many money. But when we make all the calculations, we came to know, yes, we have lost in 10,000. But I think they all enjoyed it. And apart from it, another memory which is in my mind, and I think for all the students might be learning. Uh, uh, I was using my bike on that day, and for bringing lot many stuffs to that stall, and I was using the pedestrian path to bring all the materials to the stall using my bike, and security guard, they put it aside and keep the chain and tight it on that day. So that was great. So yes, the lesson to all of you too. Yes, whatever our security they say, whatever the rules and regulations, that all are same either way, the faculty or the students. We all need to follow the things whenever we are in the university.
Okay, sir, we have very less time, so this is a one-word question answer. Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. Uh, no one comes right now in my mind, but if you ask, I think Three Idiots. I like that movie a lot, and because that's one of the movie which made me laugh uh, throughout the time when I was in the theater. Not only me, I just heard the people all around me, and they all were laughing, and that was quite great, and one of my most favorite movie.
Okay, and favorite spot at LPU?
Favorite spot at LPU. If you talk right now, or I can say DSW, but if you talk before coming to DSW, my favorite hotspot, or I like the place. It's in between the blocks 28, 29, or 27, 28. There is some spaces or the stairs which are joining both the blocks. So I love that place. Generally, in the evening after completion of my classes, I generally spend lot many good times there, sitting with my friends and all those. So that was quite nice, and quite pleasant spaces.
Okay. Okay, so we are at the end of the session. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us in this live. We learned so many things and enjoyed a lot. As we can see in the audience, they were quite happy but by our answers, and we had our seniors too. So thank you so much, sir, for joining. Special thanks to UNYC for this live session, and thank you so much, audience. Many lives are coming for you in the future. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Avantika. Thank you. It's a nice time with all of you. Thank you so much, United Nation for Youth Community. And I hope all of the students, you all will come to the university in offline mode, and we all have a great time, and you all will enjoy your student life. And thank you so much, Peter. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.